Hey, welcome to episode 22 of Between Two Couches. I'm joined by Sean, half a haircut brown, and Sam, homemade haircut Stewart. So we're going to talk today.
What happened to your haircut?
What happened to my hair? It's a professional job, lads.
Okay.
I just don't bother styling it in between, so that's the problem. So episode 23 is going to be about decent haircuts. We're going to be joined by Derek, best haircut Davis.
Oh yeah.
Beard groomer, Derek.
Yeah, he's got some sweet beard groom. Well, if you've listened this far, hopefully you're going to listen to the rest. We're going to talk about supplements because when people get into fitness, they tend to want to go straight away for the supplements when you get into it. So joined by two guys who are on the more athletic side of the scale rather than the health side of the scale with their aspirations. So Sean, supplements, what's your first thoughts on them?
Firstly, you need to sort out your nutrition. Stop worrying about supplements and getting all the fancy things on the market, the proteins, all that crap. If your nutrition and you're not eating real food and enough of it, then it's not going to have any effect on your overall health. So,
But I want my magic beans.
yeah, well, if you're getting less than 6 hours sleep and you're eating McDonald's, your magic beans are not going to go to shit to no man.
Pursue
Okay.
magic beans.
Okay.
Pursue magic beans.
Pursue magic beans.
So that's the first thing. So take a step back from I want all the supplements and I want to be walking around like a smarty can. It's you gotta eat real food, get enough sleep, hydrate, and then if you've got all those boxes ticked, then you can think about adding in the likes of your fish oils, your glucosamine, and then some more specific stuff for your training wise. So that's kind of step one. Fix your nutrition.
Fix your nutrition, step one. So we cannot emphasize this enough, people. Sam, fish oils, why?
Fish oils are good for your brain, your skin, and then your joints. That's what they're good for.
They lube you up, right?
They lube you up, lube up the joints.
Lube you up.
Good for keeping your skin clear, and it's good for your brain function as well.
Yeah.
Also an anti-inflammatory, right?
Yeah, the three omegas 3 and 9 are anti-inflammatory. 6 is weirdly a bit of an inflammatory itself, or something like that. So
There was too much 6 in the modern diet, so it's actually overconsumption.
yeah.
Has
So-
more harm than good.
So if you're new and you're wondering what's the deal with inflammation, so if you think inflammation as disease, it's the easiest way to think of it. That inflammation is your body responding to something that it's not naturally able to process. We evolved tens of thousands of years ago and our bodies still act like we're out in savannah like that. Even modern Europeans who can drink a little bit more milk than some other races or cultures, we still have the body that reacts very poorly to refined carbohydrate or grain, for example. And what inflammation does is it causes your immune system to go, ah! And then the fish oil goes, calm down, lads. We've got this. So the fish oil is a big, strong anti-inflammatory. Speaking of joint health, Sean, what would we say to people whose joints are a little bit creaky? Maybe they've had 10 or 20 years sitting in a chair and in a desk job.
So obviously the fish oil is going to help, but another one we can recommend is glucosamine. So that's going to really help with your joints, your tendons, your ligaments. Basically, just kind of, it's going to give you more relief if you've got any things like arthritis, things like that to help you feel less pain, have more function in your actual joints and repair any damage that potentially is done from either inactivity or potential long-term injuries you might have had over the years from life or from sports.
Yeah.
So glucosamine is a big one that we would recommend. Again, this is after you sort out your McDonald's intake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last one would be a multivitamin as well. So multivitamin again won't do anything if you're not sorting out your diet. It kind of be the last step of a good diet to kind of maximize what you get out of that. Nutrition, vitamin wise.
Vitamin C, B12, all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, doesn't matter if you're so inflamed from your cans of Coke and your
Yeah.
Mars bar and your breaded chicken fillet wraps.
Oh, but I'm having my multivitamin.
I
to
got my
save me,
multivitamin.
yeah.
I down my multivitamin with a can of Coke. Doesn't
It's like
doesn't
shit,
work.
man.
Doesn't work.
There's people
It'll
out there.
evaporate.
I'm sure there's people out there doing that.
I used to back in my office days. Yeah,
You were like, here's my multivitamin.
multivitamin, but
I
yeah,
can't. Swinging it down with a Diet Coke.
yeah.
And you're just like so healthy.
But
like-
it was a diet Coke, so yeah.
Just on those fish oils again, some people are like, well, how much do I take and whatnot. Fish oil, your consumption of fish oil, your body will tell you how much you need. So basically let your bowel movements, and there's two kind of, let your bowel movements and the your blood flow dictate how much fish oil you take. So if your pipes are running too well,
Like, I've got a good story about it.
that's one kind of indicator you're taking too much fish oil. Or if you get a little bit of a nick or a little cut, and like it's gushing blood for a longer period of time, what the fish oil does, because it's anti-inflammatory, it allows your blood, it thins your blood slightly, and allows your blood to flow freer around your body. So if you like get a small little cut, and usually it's like, oh, you just put a plaster on it, you'll be fine. But if it's like you're gonna bleed out from a paper cut, then you're probably taking too much fish oil, because your body is working, it's kind of, there's zero inflammation going on. So they're just in your fish oil. The other things, take them as prescribed on the tubs or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I had a friend a long time ago, and we got him like Carlson's fish oil, which is really pure fish oil. And I was like, now, gentlemen who will remain anonymous, do not like take 5 ml in the morning, 5 ml in the evening. You know, don't take any more. But of course he reasoned, well, if 5 ml is good, 50 ml must be fucking epic. So this bottle was meant, this bleeping epic. This fish oil bottle was meant to last a month. He had it done in a week, and he was down 6 kilos as well.
He was flushing himself out.
He was flushing himself out as well.
Yeah, so just on your fish oils, yeah.
Watch yourself.
Multivitamin, glucosamine fish oil. Keep your fish oil in the fridge as well. If it tastes fishy, which is ironic, it means it's gone off. So it's got to stay in a cool, dark place.
Yeah, correct.
All right. So they're the things as well. Now, Sean, I know you're a big fan of creatine. So when and why should I take creatine?
So if you're looking to basically get stronger, or build strength, or put on body mass, creatine is going to really help. So what creatine does, it does basically it pumps fluid and blood to your muscles so they can contract harder. So basically when you're lifting weights, snatching, cleaning, squatting, deadlifting, you want to have as much water and blood to your muscles so they can contract and lift the most weight. So what the creatine is going to do is going to help you to store that, and then have it to utilize it for your strength and your power stuff. Now your body makes creatine from the meat we consume, red meat, certain fruits, fish, but supplement with a little bit more is always useful if that's your goal, to put on some muscle mass, get a little stronger, be a bit more explosive. So as a weightlifter, I take creatine daily.
Replenish that APT?
Yeah.
ATP even?
ATP, yeah.
The
So
Krebs cycle.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that's your explosive power, yeah.
Nerds. So, Sam, anything else you'd recommend for people if they're going down the supplement route?
Yeah, so again, diet's good. You might need the extra bit of protein, get some whey protein into you.
Yeah.
That's again, it's not going to save you from not eating your protein in your meals. So
Yeah.
that's on top. If you're training, you need that extra bit. Other thing to recommend is HMB. So when you're doing a lot of high intensity exercise, or your muscles are breaking down all the time, this kind of stops the muscles from breaking down. So it's one of the amino acids kind of it's a finite form. So it's leucine, which is one of the branched chain amino acids that they advertise. So you don't get those there, short. Get the HMB, it's kind of a more concentrated form of the leucine. This means concentrated. Okay, so it's a concentrated form. And then the other one would be beta alanine, which is kind of helps your cardio. So it's a buffer to the blood. So when you're on the assault bike, say your legs start to go, the lactate in your body starts building up. This kind of buffers through the blood a bit more, passes it around, so you have more of a longer endurance to muscle fatigue.
Yeah.
So those are the two others I would recommend.
So it's lactate in the body. The reason why everyone started saying lactic acid is they took it out to measure it and reacted with the air and became lactic acid.
Yeah, it's
and they were like,
lactic
oh, you've lactic acid in your blood. You don't, you've lactate. So
yeah.
a little bit of nerd fact for you gym goers there. But the key message is eat McDonald's, drink Coke, and as long as you take a multivitamin,
As long as you're taking the beetroot juice,
you're good.
you're good.
Nothing is going to compensate or
Magic sauce.
nothing's going to compensate or take over from the fact that sleep is by far the most important thing you can do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sleep as much as you can without getting divorced or fired. You know, it is like, to break it down really simply on sleep. Early sleep in the night is going to repair your body. Sleeping later in the morning is going to repair your brain. Now, it's not that simple, but that's an easy way to think of it. The early hours of sleep repair the body, then they repair the brain. Sleep, Eat real foods, not too much, mostly plants that will take care of most of your inflammation. Then we're going fish oil, glucosamine, multivitamin. Then you can start looking at creatine and beta.
Yeah.
Sweet. Guys, that was episode, we believe, 22.
We'll have to double check that.
Okay.
Haircuts next week.
Haircuts next.
Yeah, sorry to tease you.
Derek.
We might
the big,
actually do haircuts.
beautiful
Will
bastard Davis.
Will we do haircuts live?
Haircuts live.
Like a live haircut? I have a clippers of
A live haircut. It couldn't be any worse than what you have there.
Sam could show us how he cuts his hair.
Yeah, tutorial video.
Yeah, tutorials.
Most viewed podcast
Stuart
ever.
Stuart haircut.
Cool. Okay. Well, guys, thanks for listening for that extra 30 seconds.
Bye.